And I really want to thank the Migos, not for being in the show, but for making Bad and Boujee. Like, that's the best song ever.
Really? I legit don't understand the praise that's been coming down on this song. The type of beat that people have been calling mesmerizing, I call just kinda typical for today's mainstream rap beats. And the lyrics? Look, I know some guys out there are gonna be like, oh, here comes Rap Critic thinking everything has to be super lyrical, spiritual, spherical, miracle, but not really. I mean, I know what to expect from these guys. I just need the words to be, competent for someone whose job it is to write words for a living. In fact, I'll say that I like how they respelled the word bougie because, I mean, let's be real, look at that word. That word looks fucking stupid in how it's spelled versus how it's said. Just looks like a word people made up in order to make kids lose spelling bees. And yeah, I know it's a French word denoting rich nobility, which honestly kind of justifies how bougie the spelling of the word is in the first place, but damn it, this is American English. If we haven't bastardized and simplified complex words and ideas, what are we even doing? And in this simple idea, I can find worth in the title, popularizing the simplification of something that didn't need to be so complicated in the first place. I would be completely fine if, from now on, we spelled bougie like this and not like that. In fact, I'll even give props to the intro of the song.
Young rich niggas, so we ain't really never had no old money. We got a whole lot of new money though.
I like the setup that these guys are their first generation of wealth, that they now have the monetary influence to mold upward mobility in their community. I mean, that kind of gets undercut when you see the picture of them donating an astonishing $1,000 to a school. Like, seriously? $1,000 between the three of you? I mean, the chains and rings you're wearing in this photo are worth more than that. Assuming that they're real, of course. I'm just saying, if you're gonna give people crumbs, for the sake of humanity, don't dangle the rest of the damn bread loaf in their face. But okay, you have money now. And that means that no longer are your tastes dictated by a richer class. You are now the dictator of taste now, right? And so you get to define what sophistication is. And that incorporates some of the cheaper things you enjoyed when you were poor. So be it. I mean, I figured that's what goes into the single cover art. A woman who's dressed real sexy and whatnot, but she's eating ramen noodles. In fact, you can even see this in the video. They're eating Chinese food from up the block, but the food is in Chanel takeout boxes, which are obviously normal takeout boxes that they drew over with black markers. And then you see them eating noodles and fried chicken out of the bucket, but with gold bottles, because rich. Not rich enough to afford KFC's licensing for this video, but rich. Wait, then why was the Chanel logo okay? You mean to tell me KFC's pickier about brand association than Chanel is? Okay, whatever. We have the song title and the intro setting up the premise, and the video director recognizing these ideas and putting them in the video. The only thing left is for the lyrics to do the same. But before we get into that, we have to get to the real reason this song spread virally. This rhyme.
Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot box. Cooking.
Yep, this is the reason why this went viral. I could swear, things used to go viral because they were, funny or weird or, noticeably unique in some way. There was always something that was either kind of random or over the top that made you want to share it, but this got popular because people used the first two lyrics and replaced the last one with something else. It's basically the ghetto version of roses are red, violets are blue. The lyrics mean absolutely nothing more than a setup for a rhyme scheme. I mean, if that's what you guys find funny, do you. It just feels kind of underwhelming for a trend. But then there's what he's talking about, which is just raindrop, drop top, smoking on cookie in the hot box. So it's raining, but not to worry, he has a drop top roof, which, usually people bring up having a drop top roof because you can put it down, to let your hair blow in the breeze or whatever. I don't see the point in bragging about having a drop top roof in order to be able to put it up to protect from the rain because, that's kind of what all roofs of cars do. But okay, so it's raining, and based on the next line, you're getting blazed in your car. Seems kind of specific to bring up that it's raining, though. Maybe he's going into, a story?
Fucking on your bitch, yeah, dot. Cooking up dope in the crock pot.
Nope, he's just going down the list as usual. Alright, so let's check this off. I had sex specifically with your girlfriend, check. And I cook crack, check.
My bitch is bad and bougie, bad.
So far he's just talking about his girl being bad and bougie. Like she's hot, but she's also snobby.
My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 rounds too.
Is this still the chorus? I feel like this has been going on for a while now.
All set. Woo, 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 woo.
Oh, are we already at the outro? He seems to be just doing ad-libs, so I'm guessing the song is over, right?
Records on records, got backers on backers on.
Wait, play that whole thing back.
All set. Woo, 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 woo. Records on records, got backers on backers on, riding around in a cool.
So, the first line of your verse is just you saying, woo? Wow. That's a type of laziness I have not seen in a long time.
With the ruler, diamond cooler. cooler. This a Rolex, not a Mueller.
Hey! Okay, so here he's saying that, hey, this is an expensive Rolex I'm wearing, not some cheap Mueller watch, which, oh geez, those cost a lot too. Well shit, what difference does it make? Unless you're going like, oh, you uncultured swine, can't tell the difference between a Rolex and a Mueller, can you?
I'm young and rich and plus I'm bougie. Hey!
Jeez, you know, I figured this new level of ghetto sophistication would lead to some sort of understanding of, like, you know, lower class people. And maybe, you know, a lack of condescension when it comes to ignorance about expensive labels. But I guess it's just the same old shit. Whatever. So that verse is kind of, yeah. And then we get to Quavo, who actually gets in a few good punchlines.
Pour four, I'm dropping muddy out of space. Kid Cudi.
He's getting high like Kid Cudi, whose albums usually have a space theme to them.
Still be playing with pots and pans. Call me Quavo Ratatouille.
And that's kind of clever also. Making a reference to cooking coke like the way the rat from the movie made food, drawing a bit of a parallel between someone from the lower class like the rat character doing something considered to be high art. At least I'm trying to give him credit for that. And wait a minute.
Call me Quavo Ratatouille.
Did he just pronounce the L in ratatouille like some kind of plebeian? Yeah, how do you like being made fun of for not knowing something? Probably like nothing at all, because the rappers that I review usually don't watch the show.
Run with that set, call me boobies. When I'm on stage, show me boobies.
Okay, how am I supposed to take you seriously when you still say the word boobies?
I see Booby grinning. She looked and said, "King."
Yeah, I know the first booby is a character from a book, but I don't care. You still said booby, and to make it worse, you rhymed booby with boobies in a plea to make your female fans show you their tits. I didn't even think people over 12 still said that word anymore. In fact, do you still say the word boobies should be in like a maturity test for whether or not you're allowed to become an adult? What the hell is the word boobies doing in a grown-ass man's rap song? This word should be stuck in straight to DVD National Lampoon teen sex comedies where it belongs, goddammit. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Female Quavo fans, do you just soak your pants whenever you hear him saying he wants to see your boobies? Yeah, I feel like I can't say that word anymore without my tongue wagging and my eyes bulging out of my head while I make that perverted grabby hand motion at some random woman. Get this guy the hell out of my face. Move on to the next one. I can't take him seriously anymore.
Yeah.
Okay, who's firework dreads over here? So this is Lil Uzi Vert, and
They say I got that money now it's bitch, like I said that. Nowadays I am on my head, I got cider.
this has got to be a joke, right? Is this one of those things that the internet is listening to ironically, but record labels can't tell the difference, so they just threw a lot of money at him, thinking people really wanted it, like snakes on a plane? I mean, look at this guy!
Yeah.
No, seriously, look at his face and listen to his voice.
Yeah.
It doesn't even look like he takes himself seriously. He looks like, holy shit, are you guys actually paying me to do this? Seriously, he sounds just as confused about his fame as I am.
Hey, huh?
He sounds honestly surprised that they're still recording his vocals. Like he thought they let him in the booth as a joke.
Keep on shooting that gun, no reload.
You should definitely reload if you run out of ammo while shooting. Doesn't really do much good to keep squeezing the trigger if nothing's coming out.
Ooh.
Doesn't this just sound like a guy who's just making it up as he goes along?
Wait, what kind Rari? 458.
Okay, there are more echo effects and ad-libs than there are actual goddamn lyrics in this verse.
Go to sleep in a jacuzzi, yeah. Waking up right to a two-piece, yeah.
This is the stupidest lyric. What the fuck is he talking about? First off, you should not fall asleep in a hot tub. You're not even supposed to be in those things for more than like 15 minutes at a time, let alone a whole night. I'm pretty sure your organs would boil and fall out of your ass. Second, what the hell do you mean you woke up to a two-piece? Like a KFC combo? Who the hell left fast food out in front of a jacuzzi? Why would he bring up such an uneventful, random scenario like this? Is this bragging? Is waking up to pruny skin and cold chicken an aspiration for someone out there? Because it sounds more like the opening of a pretentious art student film. Or does he mean like a two-piece bikini? Is there like just a bra and panties there? Is someone in the bra and panties? Is he wearing the bra and panties? Or does he mean he woke up in a two-piece suit, like he woke up in a hot tub wearing a full jacket, coat, pants, and shoes? Is this what being bad and bougie is supposed to mean for him? Because it's definitely bad. It's just more of in a uncomfortable, irresponsible sort of way.
And you know we winning, yeah, we is not losing.
Brilliant! Brilliant! You know we're winning. And just to clarify, just to make sure you're fully hip to the reality of what's happening here, he invokes the opposite of what winning is and lets you know that it is most definitely not what he's doing. What the fuck am I listening to? What type of kindergarten reading level Fisher-Price my first rap song bullshit is this? You're gonna have some serious confirmation bias to be a fan of this guy and like this verse. I don't see any other reason why this could possibly be acceptable. He had like one good line in there about snake collars or something, but that was fucking it. And I don't want to hear no crap about, oh man, it wasn't about the lyrics, man, it was about the flow all along. Get that goalpost moving bullshit out of my face, because not only does this flow also suck, writing lyrics is his job, and when you say that, you're literally excusing a rapper for doing his job badly. Sure, flow is important, and without it, you wouldn't have the voice that would make the words enjoyable to hear, but shouldn't the words at least be worthy of hearing in the first place? That's like me criticizing a shitty movie, and you going, but nah man, didn't you see the projector? It was working so well, it put the images on the screen. Doesn't fucking matter, because what was being projected was a shitty plot and stupid fucking characters. God damn it, I hated Passengers. Sorry, that was unrelated. Thing is, you know, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Impressing me is not really that hard. Stay on topic if there's a topic or narrative. Use more than one syllable. It doesn't have to be a lot. It can be 2 or 3. Just more than one for your rhyme scheme unless there's a reason to do it. And say something mildly amusing or clever every now and then. Is that a hard criteria to stick to? I know that last one can be subjective, but am I being too harsh on a grown fucking man by telling him we are winning, yeah, we are not losing, is a shitty, uncreative lyric? I was willing to give this a chance, but holy shit did it fail! Like I said, I don't need super lyrical raps about constellations and galaxies or some shit. I just needed you to make a song about a chick who's bad and bougie, like the title, cover art, and video suggest. There doesn't need to be a lesson about uppity girls. There doesn't need to be a moral or anything like that. Just stick to the point. That would have at least made your song stand out as a unique individual piece. But instead, now it's just like every other one of the songs out now that's just bland, boring dirges aimlessly yammering about drugs, sex, and guns in general. Fucking yawn. Oh, holy shit, this song is so boring, I actually yawned for real. Overall, I give this a get the fuck out of my face. I had to go from fucking Lauryn Hill to listen to this bullshit. Would you chaps care to hear a joke? Yes, let's hear it, Reginald. Social mobility. Oh! A drone.